Dear students, welcome to Java programming. Currently, we are discussing the chapter string handling. This is the first chapter in Unit 5. And this chapter, string handling, is composed in 6 videos. Currently, we are at video 2. And these are the topics to be covered in Unit 5 of the string handling chapter. Today we are going to discuss about the operations that are admissible on string class and string objects. Here it is first the string length and next one some special operations on strings. The first topic is string length, and we know the process of finding the length of a string in previous languages like C and C++. Like in C and C++, here also length function defined for finding the length of a string that gives the number of characters that the string contains. So generally, the return type of this method length is integer here. Why? Because it returns the value integer that is nothing but number of characters. And here the following fragment, nothing but a part of code. And here it is character array with literal values of characters with ABC. And I already told you the internal memory allocation for this character array when we declare like this. So these are the characters placed in the character array and the starting index starts with 0. And this is the thing we take the internal memory allocation for this array. And when we use this array to initialize the object of string called s here in this fragment of code. So this string is now a reference to this memory location which contains this character string or a sequence of characters. When we are trying to find the length of this string s by calling length function or a length operation on the string, so it gives the result as 3. Because the length of string here it is 3 characters. So the length of string here it is 3. Got it? So this way you can call this method, length method, through an object of string. Then it returns the number of characters that the string object contains. Next one, special string operations. And we are going to discuss some more important and primitive operations on string objects. And generally this Java class, string class in Java, supports several string operations, and they are having different syntaxes specifically in this Java language. And these operations generally include the automatic creation of new string instances, nothing but objects. Instance, nothing but an object of a class. Here it is, string is a class. That string instance is nothing but string objects. And from string literals, we can assign literal values, string values to string objects defined from the string class. And we've seen the topic in the previous video. And concatenation of multiple string objects by using special operator. Here it is addition symbol plus. So this is the only operator overloaded in Java. And we know the concept overloaded, operator overloaded in C++. So, but operator overloading is not included in this Java language, but from this context point of view, this is the operator is overloaded for concatenation of the string objects to add, to concat the two string values contained in those objects. And another operation is conversion. Conversion of other data type to a string representation, right? Conversion of other data types into a string representation. In the previous also we've seen automatic conversion between byte to string conversion, right? And there are explicit methods available to perform all of these functions still, even though, but Java does them automatically. Here it is the concept. This special operations automatically done by Java runtime system. And as a convenience for the programmer to add some clarity to doing this type of operations for getting the use of those assigning string literals, concatenation, and conversions. First one is string literals. Java automatically constructs string objects by creating objects of a string from the string classes. And here, string literal is to initialize a string object. So literal is nothing but a string value, nothing but a string, and that string value is assigned to particular object. Okay. So here, till now we are initializing string objects through some character arrays like this, creating an array with some characters arrays and initializing that object of a string through the character array. This is the process we are doing till now. But we can directly use that literal, string literal to initialize the string objects like this. String s2 equal to, we can give string in a double quotation or a single quotation. Then this will be considered as a string literal. So this string literal value can initialize this string object s2. And we can call the previously discussed length function to find the length of that string. So this statement displays on the screen that it is 3. Why? Because the length of the literal we assign to s2 object is 3. 3 characters. Number of characters contained in that string is 3. Next one, string concatenation. In general, Java does not allow operators to be applied to string objects. Generally, Java doesn't allow operators to be applied to the string objects, nothing but on the string values. But one exception is given for the operation called concatenation. So by this exception, nothing but one rule specifically here, using the plus operator to concatenate two strings and producing a new object as a result, new string object as a result. And here it is also allows to create chain of or a series of concatenation of string literals. So here it is example to understand this one. Here it is one string object called age, and I have given one literal value, string value 9. Now here it is 9 is not an integer. When we are putting this value or literal into a quotations, then it becomes a string value, string literal. So that is assigned to this age string object. And I have taken another one string s, and for this string we are concatenating string literals plus string objects. So in quotations, he is, this is one string plus, and age string object, this one is a string object, and plus another string here in quotations, in quotations. So here two string literals concatenating with one string value, string object, and resulting string is loaded into the string object called s. So simply when we display this object of string, it display like this. He is 9 years old. And one practical use of this string concatenation generally uh, see in the case of creating very long strings, creating very long strings by adding this plus operator. Here the concept is in string concatenation. There are many other functions there to do the same process, but simple we can use plus operator to concatenate strings to form a new string object of these reflections. Okay, and string concatenation with other data types. Using other data types also you can concatenate the strings. Example point of view. In the previous one, we have taken that age as the string object, but here it is age is a string, integer variable, and initialized one decimal value or integer value 9. Here now 9 is not a string literal, it is a integer value. And the same we have taken string s plus he is a string literal, and age is a integer data type variable, not a string type object, and another string literal into a quotations. So when we display this statement, it reflects the same. Here also the same output will come out. He is 9 years old. Here actually what happened here, that int value in age is automatically converted into string representation within a string object. So that is that age is an integer variable converted into a string representation, and entire string literal is assigned to this object called s. Here the compiler will convert an operand of integer to its string equivalent whenever the other operand of the plus is an instance of string. So here it considers that this is one operand and this one is as one operand, and here this conversion will taken care by compiler automatically. Next thing here, it is also one of the important here point to require, keep it in mind that it needs to be careful when we mix other types of operations with string concatenation. Generally, this one occurs when we are applying expressions or concatenating or combining expressions with string literals. So in that case, you need to take care about the conversion. For example, here string s is equal to one string literal in quotations, okay, and plus constant value 2 plus constant value 2. So what it means, what happens internally when we print this statement or object. So it simply displays like this 4 to 2. It just added and convert those constants of integers as string values. By the previous one, in the previous slide, what we discussed about this one, automatically conversion. But my intention is different. I want to add those two constant values and add to that string. So when you want to do that type of operation here, so actually this fragment displays like this 422, but my expectation to be print the king concat like this. So in this case, to complete that integer addition first, then we must use parenthesis to that expression. So this one will be considered as an expression. Here, this one is an expression and this one is a string literal. And now this plus symbol act as a string concatenate operator. And here this plus will act as an arithmetic addition. That is the difference of this thing. That's why we mentioned that point. This is the only one operator overloading allowed for this operator to act as two things. But basically, why should make this comment on this? Here it is. So actually in C++ that operator overloading to perform objects operator among the objects of class. But here it is used to perform the operation on the string objects. Okay. Now then this string displays like this string literal value. Okay. So here operator precedent causes the concatenation of 4 with string equivalent to first. So that's why this one is telling about the process of this thing. So first this string literal will concatenate with the first taking 2 as a string value and making these two as concatenate. Then next one, this two also converted into string and converting into the total to make this string literal. Okay. Next one, string conversion and toString function. We already many times discussed in the previous videos about this toString function or a method. This is a method defined in object class, and object class is a parent class to all the classes defined in your Java source files. So here for conversion, so many times we use this function to convert into the string values, right? So here every class implements this toString method because it is defined by object class. You may notice this point well. And toString method of type of this method is always string, right? Why? Because it returns the string values. So to implement this one, it simply returns a string object that contains human readable string that appropriately describes an object of string that contains any string value. So to understand that one, so coming to here, I'm adopting the basic example we have used. We already used this one in many type of concepts in Java, box example. So to override this string, toString method of object class. So I have a box class with data of the box like width, height, and depth. So these are the three different values that represent object and use it to calculate the volume of the box. So I have a constructor here for this class to initialize these instance variables of a class with the values given to this constructor when the object of this class is created or box object created. Okay. Next, I have a method called toString with the type string, and it simply returns the string object value like dimensions or is a string literal. Combine this width. This width is now generally double data type and converted into string, and it places that string value after conversion into this concatenation value. And also this is also string literal, and depth is a double data type and converted into string literal here when we are concatenating this value. The same like height also converted into string. So when we invoke this toString method with this box object, it simply gives the dimensions of the box by converting this width, depth, and height into the string. That is from double data type to string object. Coming to the main class, inside of this main function, when we are creating an object of this box class, by calling that constructor by passing three double values like this 10, 12, 14. Actually integer, but we can pass real values also. For this example, we have given values for that width, height, and depth as this, like this one. As you know that the object of the constructor of this class contains first width one, height, and depth. The same way it takes, right? That it is width, height, depth. This is width, and this is height, and this one is depth. Okay. And when create an object of this string class by concatenating the string literal with this object of the box class. Here B is an object of the B class. So this object and string literal value are combined using this plus operator here in string concatenation operator in Java. And after concatenating these two, we are assigning to the object called S here. So we are using here two display statements. One is display the object that the box object contains. Then it gives the values like this. And when we are displaying the string, and it gives the values like this. So what happened actually here? So this box object contains B. That box object contains actually get the values like this. Width, height, and depth are initialized with those values. When we are trying to display the object values, so this default method will automatically call, and here dimensions are 10, 14, and 12 double type. That is the difference. ToString is automatically invoked to convert those object double type object box values into the string values. When this statement execute, that is mean displaying that object S. So what object S contains? This box B and this object literal combining that. So that's why box B and toString method is invoked to display this. So already concatenated these two, right? So both the values here. So your box toString method is automatically invoked when a box object is used in a concatenation. Here it is the point to be remembered. When we use this box object to concatenate in the string in making as an expression, so it automatically called to toString method. I invoke toString method to convert into strings. And we covered today in this video length function, length method to find the length of a string, and three more important special operations on string. So that is string literal, how it can be used, and string concatenation with other data types, and sometimes expressions when we are using in concatenation, And toString method is invoked when an object is used to concatenate the strings. That is the example we have taken here. And remember this point. Thank you.